Hey everybody, this is going to be a short video based on a clip from something that occurred earlier tonight in the Street Fighter stream. DSP said one of the most ungrateful, just gross things ever, as far as I can remember. And so I want to set the stage for you. Earlier today, during the premiere stream of Super Monkey Ball, DSP pulled in a total of $183 with a $150 tips goal. And then coming into tonight's stream, he began the stream right off the bat with a $150 tip from Jax Raxer, who will frequently tip during this particular stream, Street Fighter. In addition, he received a $5 tip from another donor named Big Papa Phil. And what follows is it's about, I don't know, maybe an hour, 45 minutes, maybe about 45 minutes or so after those tips were received. He hadn't received any additional tips because, the supposed goal had been met by then. And so this clip is going to show the events that followed.
So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for chilling with me here tonight. I want to say thank you to those who did up their memberships tonight. That's really appreciated. Thank you to Rebel, and also to that, I can't read his name, Vizik or something, who, no, Vikes, whoever that is, who did a super chat. Of course, thank you so much to Jax Raxer for a $150 tip, and thank you, Big Papa Phil, for a tip. That's all we got so far tonight, okay? So I'm just being honest. If it weren't for Jax Raxer, this would actually be an insanely slow night. I'm not ungrateful. I'm saying, everyone, if you like the content, please, by all means, support the content, okay? Just because one person came in and happened to be very generous tonight so we could have the bison hat and everything, doesn't mean that if you don't like the content, you shouldn't support it, okay? I could really use the help, so thank you in advance.
So I wanted to play the whole clip out before I dissected it just a little bit. This video shouldn't be too long, hopefully. So let's go back a little bit.
Of course, thank you so much to Jax Raxer for a $150 tip, and thank you, Big Papa Phil, for a tip. That's all we got so far tonight, okay? So I'm just being honest. If it weren't for Jax Raxer, this would actually be an insanely slow night.
So one issue with that line of thinking that he's currently presenting is that he's not accounting for the fact that when you have a goal at a set number, that's basically telling your viewers that once this number has been satisfied, that I no longer require anything additional for this particular stream. As we are aware, DSP sets a $150 tips goal for each stream, which means he wants $300 per day. He's already exceeded $300 per day if you include the $183, I believe, from the earlier stream. And so if you put yourself into the position of somebody who regularly tips Phil, you may think to yourself, well, the tips goal was met for today. Me being a person who has a finite income, I can hold on to that for perhaps another stream in which he did not receive a generous tip right off the bat, right? So that, I can contribute to reaching the tips goal for that particular stream. Unfortunately, DSP seems to think that his viewers have an unlimited supply of money. And so any amount that they would have tipped in that scenario that I just presented, they should also tip in this scenario in which the tips goal has already been met, which completely defeats the purpose of having a tips goal in the first place, right? He should have an open-ended number from the start, because he's essentially asking at this point for an effectively unlimited amount of money. Once the goal has been met, he wants more money still. So you either remove the goal or you set a goal in which once it's hit, you stop asking for money.
I'm not ungrateful. I'm saying, everyone, if you like the content, please, by all means, support the content, okay?
I want to bring up that phrase that he used, by all means. It's actually a part of his normal speech that he gives about tipping, in addition to things like thank you in advance and all that sort of thing. By all means. So by all means, please support the stream. That phrase, by all means, I want you to think about the connotation of it, right? By all means is effectively saying the speaker being DSP, to the audience, you're giving them permission to take an action, right? So for example, let's say I'm at my house and my neighbor comes over and says, I need a cup of sugar. He says, hey, can I have a cup of sugar? I can say, oh, by all means, right? So I'm saying, you have my permission to have a cup of sugar. So that's basically me removing the guilt from the interaction, right? Like, hey, I'm giving you this thing, don't feel guilty about it, by all means. So taking it back to the way that DSP is using it, let's think about that again. He's saying, by all means, please tip me. I am giving you, the audience, the permission to tip me, which is the opposite of what it should be, right? The audience should give money out of the kindness of their own hearts. DSP saying, I'm giving you permission to tip me further past the tip goal, which is just the scummiest thing imaginable, considering the context of this. And I want to be clear, I'm not mad about it because I have no reason to be mad. I don't have a horse in this race, right? And, Jax Raxer, hopefully, when he heard that, if he heard that, should feel some sense of regret for giving him money, considering how quickly DSP discarded it. I don't feel bad for Jax Raxor because people have been trying to tell him this for quite a while, and he seems to be content giving money to somebody who just completely disregards it at the first opportunity. So I don't feel bad for Jax Raxor. In a way, I'm glad that Jax Raxor kind of enabled this to happen, because I haven't seen it this bad from DSP before. But I'm not angry about it. However, as a human being, I'm very indignant about it. This person is completely out of control, and it's crazy to look at what's happening in front of me, and the fact that his whales think he's deserving of money. And again, they're not making me mad. I'm actually feeling things I've never felt before watching this sort of thing. I surround myself with pretty good people, and seeing this type of thing happen in real time, it expands my horizons, let's say, about the true nature of humanity in some cases. So thank you for that, Jax Raxer. Thank you for that, all the other whales. I appreciate it. DSP certainly does not appreciate it. Take care.